Hi there, it's Steve here, and I really wanted to jump on and make this quick video as to a lot of people ask me this question. You see, I've been running a martial arts school for 25 years and, teaching Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, mixed martial arts, almost like the hardcore, let's go in and the hardcore gym. And people often ask, why am I now focusing a lot on teaching children child development? You see, the thing is, I got to that point in my life where I realized that the parents of children bringing them into our school, martial arts, are bringing them in almost like the magic pill. They want the magic pill, which is like, hey, if I drop my child off here, can you fix them? They don't listen, the discipline's gone, they've got no confidence, they need to work out, they need something in their lives. Well, the answer is no, because it's not the job of the martial arts place to do it. It's the job of the parent, because the martial arts probably only have them for 45 minutes to an hour, whereas a parent has them 7 days a week. Pretty much while they're not at school, they're at home all the time. And what the parent is saying by bringing them to martial arts school is, hey, can you help me? And instead of just throwing the child in and do some punches and kicking or maybe some wrestling or something, I decided or realized that we really need to reach out and help the parents that are bringing. That's because that's what they're asking for. They're asking for help. So I decided to change my school around and really focus a lot. We still teach adults, of course, but really focus a lot on helping children. So a few years back, I dove deep into child development. And the thing with child development, when you start diving into it, it's not only going to help your child, but it helps you as a person, because you start to see all the traits which has created who you are today. If you're that shy person, if you're in a fixed mindset, if you struggle with relationships, if you struggle regulating your emotions, these are all from childhood. And so when you understand about child development, you can really go in, deep dive, and understand, what went wrong with you, which means you can now help your child to not make the same mistakes. I think child development and really helping your child is simply education to really help you help them. And then the other question people ask me is, as you're diving so deep and really working with the kids program in your school, and not just on school but online, you're developing a channel, developing courses that are helping people or parents with their children, is why are you not focusing so much on the adults? Which is, hey, I'm still doing it. I'm still working with my adults in my school a lot, but I have a lot of coaches that I've trained over the years that can also help other people. So it's almost their time to shine and help people develop in that direction. So yes, I'm still developing our adults program. We have lots in place for adults, and I do still fight, not as much as I used to. I'm 55, so it's not as easy to fight Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as it used to be, but I still put in my 55-year-old body as much as I can. A lot of people say, well, 55 isn't that old, Steve. No, it's not. But when you can, a competitor and doing martial arts since she was 6 years old, that's 49 years of wear and tear on the body. So there is quite a lot. So now I just like to stay in shape and, train with my friends, train with my students, and really help them in that direction. And the other thing is, people will say, oh, I thought you was giving up. I thought you was about to quit. Well, no. There's no quit, because I learned a long time ago that the day you quit, it's over. It's over, because you're doing a tournament or something in jiu-jitsu or judo or boxing or whatever it is you're doing. And the thing is, you're in the fight. As soon as you turn around and you say, I quit, the fight's over. The fight is over. But if you keep going, there's always something left that you can keep pushing. You can keep trying. You can keep going and going and going. I used to spend a lot of time training with my coach, Zé Marcelo, and I used to drive down to his place, and I used to train, and he used to beat me up all the time. It's like, he's just so good. That's why he was my coach. And I'd get tapped out. But hey, let's go again. And the idea was, the more I got tapped out, the better I'm getting. So would I ever quit? I don't think I'm ever going to quit, because I think as soon as you quit, as soon as you stop learning, growing, pushing, trying, training, you start dying. Things go back. If there's no growth, then what is there? It can only go backwards. So there is no quit. We've got to keep pushing forward. I'm definitely pushing forward as much as I can to, number one, help my adults, of course, but, I'm really deep diving to grow my channel, to push my courses to help people that are studying child development, to help my parents that are here locally at my school, and so much more. And of course it always comes up, Steve, why dive deep into child development? What is it that you really like about that, and what is it that you feel is working for you? Well, the thing is that I feel, like I explained earlier, when you study child development and you see all these things that happen to you, I can turn around and say, there's no way I want them to happen to anyone else. You know, I don't want to, I suffered from low self-esteem for many years. I didn't believe in myself at all. Even though I was winning tournaments at 9 years old, it wasn't that, it was the outside. It's what happens up here. So running a martial arts school, we don't work so much on making you the toughest person there is. We make you the strongest version of yourself up here, so you believe in that. And I could see myself, when I studied child development, I could see myself in all of the learnings that we did. And I could identify so much, you know, going over different parenting styles, why people don't believe in themselves, why they get stuck in a fixed mindset, you know, why they don't listen, why do they end up struggling in relationships in later life, why do they do this, why do they not seem to have much emotion about certain things. And I could identify myself pretty much in everything, which made me a great learner because I could connect with the teachings. So connecting with all those teachings, I turned around and I thought, I'm going to be good at this because I can connect with it, but I don't want to see anyone else. Why should people have to go through this when someone's there with the knowledge to help them? So with the knowledge to help these people, which is why we started teaching child development in the martial arts school, which is why I created the course on child development, which is why I created a channel trying to help as many people as I can. So I want to share something with you. It's very easy to give up and quit. It's very easy. I got my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt in just over 9 years. I could have quit quite easily. I could have quit when I had a blood clot in my aorta. I could have quit when my legs really hurt. I could have quit as I got older, as I got shoulder injuries and this injury and that injury. I could have quit when I lost my house. I could have quit when I lost everything. I could have quit when my business went down. But like I said earlier, as soon as you quit, that's it, it's game over for you. So no matter what you're doing, especially if you're working, you know, working with your child, or you're trying to push your growth for a better life. I mean, for me, I think, you know, when we grow as people, like me personally, I grow as much as I can as a person for my family, so that we can have this family. You know, what's better to be able to do things with your family, go on vacations, you know, have what you want, or struggle and argue that we don't have what we want? I think that's important, to really push for yourself, work on yourself as much as possible, study, work, but never quit, never give up. I think that's so important. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe below, and hey, why not check out this next video on working with your child, which can really get them to listen. It's me, Steve. Hopefully I'll see you real soon.